aerobic base to be able to handle that distance. When you get to a 500, there is an element of being able to just go without having to worry quite as much about that aerobic base that's going to sit there to help you survive through. So we could see some shakeup in the standings here as athletes that may not have been able to support that fitness of the entire 2K could have an opportunity to thrive here.
Yeah, I think we're just getting ready to kick off here. You'll see on the screen stop rowing. So all athletes have to come to a stop before we can get going. The flywheels on the ergs have to stop. So we're all sitting ready here now. We're getting great shots from the stadium up close. There's the athletes. Hopefully that camera shot isn't throwing them off too much. But yeah, looks like a nice clean start across all categories here now this morning.
And something that's worth noting, and we covered this yesterday, and Eve, I'm sure you guys did as well, but when we're looking at all these different categories, you are going to see different strokes. You're going to see different ways of modifying the machines as we look at all of our categories, PR1, PR2, PR3, PR3II. You'll see different forms of modifying machines, and it's worth noting that just because you may be in a single category together does not mean that you're going to have the same modification of the stroke. And what we were chatting about it, and something that's I think the value of this is that you can have some real variety in performance here as a result. Getting into the racing, Josef Dukin, as you called out there, Pete, taking that lead, sitting there in that first place position. Then down to the PR3, we've got John Kenny holding that lead 5 meters ahead, looking into the final 250 of this race. Like I said, things go quickly here.
They do go very quickly, already over halfway. And yeah, you were describing the different modifications there, and it's great to see the different shots around. So we can see athletes, some are sliding, some are not. They all have a different classification, but coming up to that finish line already in the PR3. It is going to be a close finish here. We have Milan Lackovič of Slovakia just getting in ahead of Marco Frank of Italy there. 123.8 was the winning time there. 124.4 was second place. We also have, as you mentioned, Josef Dukan of Czechia, 133.9, followed in by Yusuf Wardani of Egypt.
And Ala Ibrahim in that PR1 taking that first place position mightily with a big strong lead about 75 meters ahead of that second place position. That I think that's a redemption for Ala Ibrahim, who lost that first place spot going into the end of his 2K yesterday. So I'm sure he feels pretty good about being able to take that first spot with such force. Followed behind him